program's always so good. Hello Facebook, hello YouTube. Welcome back to my studios. Happy Wellbeing Wednesday. I hope everybody is enjoying the sunshine. Where in the world are you? Do let me know. It'd be lovely to share. I know many of you tune in from overseas. Hi there, Kim. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Joy. Very nice to see you. So today, I was just saying to our friends on Instagram, we are going to have a bit of a fitness focus. So it's not being about skinny minis or gym bunnies or any of that, because we're too long in the tooth, most of us, for that. No, it's about being fit and strong and flexible and healthy and preserving muscle mass and bone density as we age, which is, the priorities really, isn't it? I think it was Michael who said to me when we were out running one day, he said, it's about when you fall over, do you bounce or do you break? And that's quite an interesting thing to think about, isn't it? And as we get older, obviously we lose bone density. We need to keep that. We need to keep that resilience. And we may not literally bounce, obviously, but the fact that we can fall and not break is really, really important. There are so many things I've talked about here. Last week, I think it was this time last week, actually, I was chatting to Zana Morris about creatine and amino slim. Really interesting. I was looking at a study, actually a PubMed study that came out this week all about creatine. I'm going to pop a few of the details there on my Friday 5. I want to do a little bit more research in that before I share it. But yeah, really, really interesting about creating muscle mass and about helping with weight loss. And all of those things that I was talking about with Zana, it was like, oh, there must be something in the air, because to get a proper clinical trial published on PubMed is quite something. And as I know, I do not put information on here that has not got clinical references and is not backed by good evidence, no matter what others might say. So there we are. So let us see whether we can get Julie. I'm just aware, Martha, my lovely, I know you're here in the studios. Do you think you might be able to turn the lights off that are overhead? Thank you. Yeah, hi Nikki, another hot day. Who's scorching in Dublin? Jane. Hi Anne-Marie, hi Lydia on Facebook. Very nice to have you. Happy lunchtime fun. Yeah, it's a little bit later. If you're watching me in real time, obviously in catch up, who cares? But thank you. I had to drive back from the seaside and make it back to my studios in time. So let me just give this a little bit of a tweak, and then let's see if we have Julie in the house. Many of you will know Julie Ford, Instepp Fitness, through doing her amazing exercise classes that we've been doing with Instepp. So lots to talk about. Julie is an amazing woman. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Liz.
Let me turn my volume up so that everybody will hopefully be able to hear you well. Here we are. Whereabouts are you?
Well, I'm in sunny Eastbourne.
Excellent.
Near the sea. So, like on your video last night when you were saying being by the sea is so good for you. I'm very lucky to live by the sea. It's
Absolutely.
just,
it's such a tonic, isn't it? I was just so surprised. Just remembering actually how incredibly invigorating it is. I think it's all the ozone, the sea air, the therapeutic sound. I slept with my window open and you could just hear the waves. It's something really, really special, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the Victorians, that's where they came to the sea. It was the sodium, apparently. They even knew then, Victorian times, that was healthy. So,
and a lot of the creatives, a lot of the writers and the painters and the philosophers, people who were kind of thinking perhaps slightly outside the box, all headed to the sea, didn't they? And of course, Queen Victoria, headed down to Osborne on the Isle of Wight, my old stomping ground. So before we get into fitness, Julie, I'd love to just chat a little bit about your backstory, because you are so inspirational. And it's lovely to share, and apologies to people on Facebook and YouTube who can't see Julie, because she is a vision of health and well-being. And you're in your 60s, is that right?
Yeah, 68.
68?
Yes. Sorry, Liz.
I thought you were like 60 or 61.
No.
And even
68.
then, that's an amazing thing. Oh, my goodness.
So at 65, I didn't retire. I restarted and became an inventor. But how it happened is that I've always been involved. I'm a PE teacher, still teaching, but I've been involved in health and fitness for 45 years. Wow. And I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I felt fine, and everything was hunky-dory. And then I went back to the gym after all the treatment.
At what age? At what age were you diagnosed with breast cancer?
I was 62.
Gosh.
62.
So, relatively recent then.
Yes, and it was all, as I say, physically I didn't feel ill. This is why it was a shock, and it was like, why me? Like everybody says, why me?
Yeah.
But I don't drink, I don't smoke, I exercise anyway.
Yeah.
It happened. But I wasn't in pain, so that was such a wonderful thing because I just felt so well.
Did you find a lump or was it a mammogram? What happened?
A routine mammogram.
Really,
and
so important to have those.
I can only say, the National Health, it's free. And what made me so scared was when I went back for the results, because when I went for my mammogram, it was August, like this, in the car park in Eastbourne.
Gosh.
And I said, I bet you're busy today. And she said, well, we would have been, but 30 people have cancelled. So I went, I didn't think any more of it, except when I went back and they said I was diagnosed with stage 2 cancer. And I thought, oh my goodness, all those women that didn't go, it would be another.
How many of those 30 women? And then they might be stage 3 by the time they get picked
up. Stage 4, and it made me just think, just make use of what we're given.
Go.
I mean,
oh my goodness, we're so fortunate to have it. We really are. I spend time in Africa and Kenya particularly, and they would give their eye teeth for free screening. So amazing.
For the free care.
So after you recovered, you then kind of thought.
So I went back to the gym because I've always been a big gym bunny, cycled, walked, ran, and I just thought I don't really want to be here. I wanted to be out.
Yeah.
But I still wanted to get my upper body toned. So I thought, right, I'll start walking with weights. Mm-hmm. But you're limited.
Yeah, you've got to hold them and they're annoying. I mean, where do you put them if you stop, or if you're taking a dog with you or whatever?
Yeah, and if you go for a long walk, when you carry them back, you end up like an orangutan. Your arms are stretched or you have to hold them up here or whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought, what about some resistance tubing, which I use all methods of, training like you do.
Yeah, resistance bands,
try
really
and
good.
Be CrossFit as possible. So I went down into the garage and then I put one tube under one foot and tied it to my hand and one under the other. But it rolled underneath my foot and caused blisters and cut off the supply in your hand.
Right.
And I just thought, right, there must be a way. So I've got a friend who's a great seamstress, and we were thinking of, could we attach it to a sock? Could we attach it? And eventually, after about 30 attempts, I said, it has to be a strong material to take the rubber tubing.
Yeah.
Because it's the same sort of strength. Brilliant. And I said, I know, I've got some wetsuits in the garage. Mm-hmm. So I've actually still got that wetsuit because it's got one leg shorter than the other.
Because you cut it up. I love this. Inventions.
I cut it
up. So yeah,
and,
this is wetsuit material.
Yeah, and we went through about 30 different designs, whether there were holes in the foot stirrup.
Yeah.
And we threaded it through. But eventually, this was the best one, the most efficient and the simplest.
So good. It is so good, and this is your band.
Its unique selling point. Its unique selling point is that you can move with it. There are.
I love it, and then you've got the handle. It's really comfortable. So this is Instepp, by the way. This is Julie's amazing invention, and you invented this in your mid-60s.
Yes. Yeah. 65.
That's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so Instepp is your company. It's your brand. So do go and check it out. I know we've got Lainey on Facebook. Hi, Lainey. Lainey will pop a link up. You've very kindly given us a discount too, because they're actually not that expensive. But you've given us
£32, I think, on the website, but we've got a discount with Liz Loves.
Liz Loves, obviously, all one word, all in capitals. It brings it down to like 24 or something. And it is really good. And you do classes. We can look at you online. We can look at you in YouTube. I started doing this during lockdown when I first discovered Julie, and you can do it at home. I maybe give you a little demo in a minute. You can do classes, you can just do stretching, you can do it sitting down. I gave one to my mum who's in her 80s, And she did your class, Julie, sitting down, because
That's it, brilliant.
It's for everybody, every age, every stage of life. You can really rev it up. You can get serious, even if you're a real fitster, you can get seriously out of breath with this. It's hard work, or it can be. You can make it or as hard or as easy as you like.
Yeah, and there was a program on BBC, and they were talking about all fitness, weight training, resistance training, everything, CrossFit. And they said that resistance training is the best for strength.
Yeah.
As you get older, you need to keep your strength up. I've got my little visual aid here.
Okay, great. Somebody's saying she's 5'1". Is it going to be too long for her? No, because you're not tall, are you, Julie?
I'm 5'4".
Yeah.
So basically, it will fit from 5 foot to about 6 foot. So
if you're 5 foot or 6 foot.
Yeah,
excellent.
5 foot to 6 foot. Yeah, so that's a good question. But I say when you're younger, your skeleton supports you really well. But if your muscles, when you get older, if you have osteoporosis and you need to do resistance training for osteoporosis, this is what happens to our poor bodies. We collapse.
Yeah, so she's got one of those little dolls, the little wooden things with strings, and when you push your thumb up, it all just collapses like this. Yeah. Exactly. You need your resistance. It's so safe because we're using our own body weight. You're not overextending. We're not overlifting. It is brilliant for upper arms. That's what I love about it, because you take it out for a walk. So, you put these under your foot in your shoe, so it's super comfortable. You don't even know that you're wearing it. And then you're doing, if I push my chair back here, I'll just slip it under my shoe just for now. But you literally, you walk like that, and so you're doing your biceps. You can do your overheads. Obviously, you can do them with both arms, and then you've even got little clips, so you can just clip them onto your waistband. So if you don't like this, so you don't have to be using it as you walk along. You can just one end clips on here, one end clips on your waistband. So then you can just walk along without them because they're just clipped onto you. I mean, you have really thought this through, Julie. I'm so impressed.
Well, the thing with it is the strength training, resistance training builds strength.
Yeah.
Weight training,
the other one.
Not necessarily builds strength, it builds bulk.
Yeah.
But with resistance training, but then when you do it with walking,
so good.
That is the golden ticket of exercise, and this is what is amazing about Instepp, because you can do, as you know, we do Instepp fitness.
Yeah, you can do classes like aerobics classes, which are really fun, and they're fun to join in with, and it's great. There's a great community, Earle Wellbeing community online doing it, and you've got two now, haven't you? You've got the beginners one and the more advanced for those of us who've been doing it a bit longer.
Well, what I'm saying is, from today, I'm going to do 2 more sessions, which will be free to the buyers.
Yep,
great. Next Tuesday at 6:30 to 7:15, and then on the Saturday, I'm going to do an extra one in case people haven't received their Instepp, but they should have all received Instepp.
So rush. And I know last time we mentioned this, I mean, you just sold out and we had to wait months to get them shipped back in. You have got some, haven't you? I know you haven't got huge numbers, but if anybody wants to get them.
I've got 250, Liz.
250? Oh my goodness, okay. Right. Well, if you want to get it and join in with the classes, the free classes this week and next week, then please don't delay, because they will go.
And they will get sent an invite, because they order with their email, everybody that orders
gets the invite link on the email. That's really good, isn't it? So what I love is that, I keep mine actually by the sofa, so that you can just literally do this. And I spend a lot of time writing, obviously, because that's my job. My main job is writing and researching, and so I get really tense shoulders and neck, and just to be able to stretch it out is hugely advantageous. And it's like lifting weights, but gently, and you can do it at your own speed, and then you can do your feet, it's just like
that's good for your stomach. But like you're saying, you sit down writing. As we know, sitting is the new smoking. So not only is it for this, I was speaking to an ex-surgeon who's doing research at Bristol University.
What a good expression. Sitting is the new smoking. We must not sit down all the time.
No. So I put mine on in the morning.
Yeah.
and literally I clip them to my side.
Okay, let me get my clips and then I can show you. Comes in a great little bag as well. Honestly, it's so well thought through. You've obviously, you've clearly designed it for yourself and for others. And that's the great thing about being, a founder-led brand. Very often is you just think it through really well because you think, what is it that I need for myself?
Yeah. And the clips did come as an afterthought because when I went walking and we'd stop for a coffee or a glass of wine if it was in the evening,
nice.
What do you do with your Instepp?
Yeah, so I've just clipped mine on here, you can see. Yeah. So I'm going to clip mine, I'll just clip them onto my pocket here. And then you will see, hopefully, you can see, if I push my, actually you can see it on Julie's if you're on Instagram. I'm just going to show people on Facebook and YouTube here. They're just clipped on now, so I've got them here. They're attached to me, but I can then, I can walk about, or if I was at home, actually, hands free. There we are. I've got my Instepp. They are here for when I want to pick them up.
It's basically any exercise has got to be part of your lifestyle. For sustainable exercise. If we have to leave where we are to go somewhere, that's the added obstruction. And obviously you have to pay to go to gyms. But
once you've got this, you can take it anywhere, and it's so portable.
Yeah, you can take it on holiday because it comes with a lightweight portable bag.
And you were telling me the other day, Julie, that you can do this in the pool.
Yes,
because it's waterproof.
Can do it in the water.
So, aqua aerobics, all of that, or just being in a pool, in the sea, or in a pool if you're going off on holiday.
Along the beach.
How amazing.
Yeah, and, they're waterproof and they just need sponging down. If you do go in a chlorine pool, then just make sure you wash them. The chlorine off.
Yeah, give them a rinse.
Other than that, they last about 2 years, so 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. And well, I've had mine for nearly a year.
Your hands-free clips.
Perfect.
And your instruction manual with the
is all in there. I have to say, and they're so light. This is like featherweight, so it takes up. You can pop it in your pocket. You wouldn't even know that you had it. I mean, really, really, really good.
Like you, when you go to Africa, there may be some like 9-hour journeys, and I used to have it in the car and just do it while I was sitting in the car.
Well, I know that you can do it like if you're on a train or a plane to help, prevent DVTs, all of that. Just keep yourself mobile and keep your feet moving.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, the sitting is the new smoking. Is if you work from home a lot, put them on. Do about an hour, 2 hours, but you should 10 minutes every hour, 2 hours. Walk around.
Just stand up and walk around. Yeah.
And just sit back down again, but just make it part of your lifestyle.
Well, when you've got these clipped on, it's kind of like a reminder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you kind of have a reminder, you nip off the loo or whatever, and you think, oh, right, quick, I'm just going to do a few.
Yeah.
And it's that exercise snacking that makes all the difference. Yes. Not crisp snacking, exercise snacking.
That is so, as which is brilliant. Non-exercise activity time. While you're watching the TV, when
you don't even think about it. You're just sitting here. You're just doing this. It's like, and you get strong, you get fit, you get toned. Because talk us through logistics. As a qualified exercise instructor, why are resistance bands so good? What are they actually doing when we pull, when we create that resistance against them? What's happening physically?
Because of the pulling, they attack the smaller muscles that give you shape and build strength.
Like
so when you're weight training, they attack the bigger parts of your muscle.
Yep.
Whereas when you're doing resistance training, where the insertions are to your joints, that's because you're pulling.
Sort of here.
It's the actual movement there that does it. Because you're pulling and you're attacking the sort of smaller, finer muscles.
Yeah.
And that builds the strength. That's why it's so good. And then with movement, locomotion, it's it's just the golden ticket of exercise.
Yeah.
I mean, I went down, you don't have to have proper fitness gear on. I went down to the village market this morning, like this,
okay, you just walk with them. Yeah.
Yeah, just make it part of your lifestyle. You don't have to say, right, I'm going to do a 5-mile walk today.
No.
Just go out in the garden, go up and down your stairs, you know.
Yeah, I love the fact that we can work out, so we're working out our bottom half and our top half at the same time. It's all about being multitasking, isn't it? And finding little hacks that just slip into life so easily. It's not expensive, it's not difficult, it's not time consuming. Now, presumably your classes, we're still going to be able to see your classes on Zoom, because I know you've got lots of videos on your website, haven't we? So have you got, are they on the website or on YouTube?
Yeah, there must be about, I think we've done 30 Zoom sessions, so they're all on that.
So people can tune into that free of charge anytime and have a look.
Yeah. After the last Saturday, which is the 3rd.
Yeah. Oh, you got your hand over the camera, honey. No, you've gone on to mute, I think. I can't hear you.
Oh.
That's better.
I've gone on to mute.
That's better. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Yeah. Yes. After the last workout, there will be a way of, emailing me to see how you can access videos.
Okay. Brilliant.
Like that. But there are 30 on YouTube and on my Instagram, Instepp.
Great, yeah, and I've recorded stuff on the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel as well.
Yes,
which is just fun to do, and as I say, it is so easy. And I think you were telling me as well about the amount of muscle that we lose as we age.
Oh, it's 10% every decade. Yeah.
I mean, that is astonishing. So I'm in my 50s, and I'm thinking, okay, so from my 20s. I'm 30% down already, and I intend this to be, a halfway point. I put my marker in the sand, obviously barring the old, proverbial under a bus accident. I fully intend to be here, hopefully for the next half. And can you imagine if you're losing 10% of your muscle mass each decade? That's why you see these really tragic pictures of little old ladies all, sort of hunchback, not able to stand up straight, falling, breaking, having hip fractures and, broken bones all the times. Yeah, it is Liz Loves is the code. You better be quick because they're going really fast. Liz Loves, all in capitals. Do you ship to Portugal and further afield? I'm being asked here. A lot of people wanting to grab these.
I have done that, but it's a different. They have to pay extra postage.
Sure,
for
so
that,
people should email you just to pay the extra.
Yeah.
I think they will be. I mean, frankly, I absolutely love it, and I think while you've got them, let's grab them. Because particularly with all this lovely sunshine and being outside in the fresh air, we know that the fresh air is so good for us, and just being out there free to breathe and to move.
And you were saying about frail old ladies, and as you know, you're big on the menopause, and you've just got to get out there and just move. And then, that whole, the well-being issue. And I'm so glad you said at the beginning, we don't want to be skinny minis.
No.
We just want to feel really strong and healthy.
Yeah,
and
completely.
with that will come weight loss if you want, if that is your main issue.
Yeah, because creating more muscle mass means that you're boosting your metabolism, you're speeding up the rate that you burn fat faster. It's all about being active, having a strong core. You're very keen on this, aren't you?
Yeah,
because keeping your core.
And because you're walking and doing that, it's a bit like this. So
who can do this? Can you? Is it pat your head and rub your tummy?
Rub your tummy.
Okay.
It's so good for the nerve endings and that stimulation.
I can just about do it and talk at the same time. That is really fuzzing my brain.
But if you're walking and because it's called functional movement, because you're moving with resistance training. Every muscle in your body is engaged, and your core in particular. So even though we do have specific exercises for target areas, even when you're doing that for your biceps, everything else, and it's so good for your posture.
Yeah, really good for posture.
Back.
Makes you really sit up. Good for neck pain. Really good for easing tension.
Your peripheral vision. So for mental health as well, it's so because it makes you lift your head up.
Yeah,
it's
it
a
does.
physical distraction.
Yeah, well, we know that exercise and just moving is so good for mental health, for removing anxiety and just reducing stress and tension. What about pelvic floor? Do we, can we pull up our pelvic floor while we're doing this?
Well, when you're doing, walking, one in particular, one exercise, and you can actually feel your tummy muscles moving, is when you do that.
Okay, so Julie's
do
walking
like
and then doing this
a deltoid raise
as she walks.
As you walk, but you can actually, as soon as
feel
you
it
do
down
that,
here.
you can feel your core engaging.
Yeah, it does automatically. I mean, that's, you don't even have to think about it.
That exercise, because you're having to lift up.
Yeah,
so
and also good for, presumably, for strengthening your back, but safely. So I know a lot of people really worry about, injuring their backs, and there's so many days lost, isn't there, through work from back injuries.
No, it's because you're, like you mentioned earlier on, you're actually putting on the load. So it's 2.3 kilo. So when you put it right above your head, it increases to £5 per band.
Oh gosh!
But you don't have to do all the way up.
No, I know during your classes, you can do a little bit like that, or you can do all the way up. You can take it at your own pace, which is really good, and that's why it's so safe, because you're not being asked to overstrain with something. I like doing the squats with them as well.
I mean,
gotta love a squat, haven't you? Really?
It's just easy and it's simple and it's sustainable because of that.
Yeah. No, completely. I've got so many bits of exercise kit, at home. In my spare room where I kind of set up a little home gym, and it's just, most of them just are dust collectors, basically.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've all got those down in the garage, all the different.
Exactly, so much kit. Some of it really expensive too, and it just doesn't get used. But I think this is easy, it's functional, and it works, and it's fun. Actually,
it's portable. You can take it on holiday in your suitcase. You just put it on your back when you're walking.
You've got your little backpack there. Marvellous.
Water.
Now, everyone here is very inquisitive, so I think now that we are so impressed with you and your fitness and your health journey, and being an amazing woman at 68, an amazing woman whatever your age, frankly, because we're not ageist here. What else do you do in your life that keeps you so fit and well and looking so amazing and so grounded?
I've always loved just life and simple pleasures. I like the rain. I like the trees. I'm just walking. I've always walked. My dad was a big walker. I'm very fortunate. I live in a beautiful area. Yeah. But even in cities, there are parks.
You can find a park. You can see beauty in the flowers in a hedge.
Yes. We're so blessed in the UK with all the parks that we have. And even just a bit square, to get out and in the fresh air, whatever the weather. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. There's no such thing as bad weather, just poor clothing. That's what we were always taught at PE college.
That's really true. I love that. No such thing as bad weather, just poor clothing, inappropriate clothing. And I have learnt that. I have learnt to go out and run in all weathers. And actually, do you know what? When it's raining, as long as it's not tipping, but when there's a bit of rain, there's something really therapeutic about walking in the rain, running in the rain. Your hair gets wet, or it doesn't have to. You can wear a hood or whatever. But I don't know. There's something, feeling that the water on your skin and being part of the elements. Actually, and the smell too, the clean, fresh smell that comes when it rains. It's like washing.
That's right. And
nature is washing itself.
It's the light outside, isn't it? The green, where sort of through evolution, we're programmed. The green light from the trees is such a powerful stimulus for the well-being.
And actually, I did something on this morning programme not that long ago, talking about these things called fraxels. In nature, and fraxels are these things that are repeating patterns in nature, whether it's an organic shape like a blade of grass or a leaf or the petals of a flower or whatever, and they repeat over and over again. And we are wired, apparently our brain is wired to really respond to these, and for it to make us feel calmer happier, to produce endorphins, more dopamine, serotonin,
Yeah.
all of that.
I mean, it's just amazing. And I think the key to it is perpetual motion. You don't have to do something for 30 minutes and that's it. Just little and often.
Little and often.
Just keep moving. You know,
I'm being asked here, there's a question I can see on Instagram about bingo wings.
Oh, yeah.
So which
Right.
would it be, that one? Would it be the bicep curl, or would it be your...
No.
Or would it be this one?
That one. That's
That
the one.
That's the one.
And anything where you're lifting up here as well, that will affect
Okay, so
it.
lifting that way, you want
Yes,
to do for
but
bingo wings.
Definitely that one.
And that one, okay. So you keep your arms straight, and then your bending
elbow
back from
high,
the
bring
elbow.
your
Can you
thumb
see?
to your
I'm trying to
chest.
do it for my friends on Facebook and YouTube here, contorting myself into all sorts
Now,
of weird positions.
Put your thumb by your chest, Liz,
Thumb by the chest,
and the back of your hand facing me.
Okay, like that.
That's it, and then that's it.
Oh,
And
like
then
that.
elbow
Okay,
up.
like that way round.
Just take it straight back, and then back in.
Oh yeah, gosh, I can feel that. Even just a few of those.
I know.
And
And
of
then
course
the
you can-
real good one is when you pump it a little bit.
Oh,
Just
pumping
do
it
little
up.
pumping
Oh,
actions.
little pulses. Ow, ow,
Yeah.
ow, 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 ow.
Yeah.
I can really feel that working here.
And of course, in the water, even if you're standing, you know, to do that.
Yeah, doing
it's
that
so
in the
good
water.
For the
Well,
triceps.
who wants to be in a
action,
pool right
you know.
now? Anybody
I
near
know,
a
but-
pool? I'm sure people are on holiday watching this, or maybe heading into the sea with your bands.
Yes.
Oh.
It's but because as I say, it's functional movement. All your muscles are being used at the same time, and then you can. But as I say, my little instruction leaflet.
Okay, it has these moves on.
Yeah.
Excellent. So I know a lot of people are ordering them today. I mean, are you literally going after this to start packing and heading off to the post office? You might have to do a few trips.
Might have to do a few. Oh no, I've got a place where they send them out.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, great.
Yeah, which is
Great.
So
Yeah.
delivery should be by the end of the week,
Yeah.
and most definitely by next Tuesday
Yeah.
for the next class. So but as I
Absolutely.
say,
Somebody's asking here about beginners classes. Absolutely. You know, at the moment, Julie's got these sessions which are for absolute beginners. Literally, it's going to be people who've picked it up for the first time, maybe from today, and then more advanced people who want to progress. But there is also, as Julie said, a lot on YouTube and on your
Yes.
Instepp website.
Yeah,
So
and
it's Instepp, isn't it? INSTEPP.
that's right.
Instepp.
Yeah,
If you want to go there and
Yeah.
just use your Liz Loves to get your discount,
Yeah.
which is
yeah.
fantastic. Gosh, we're going to be so many of us in the class. Remind us when the classes are again so we can put them in our
So
diaries.
next Tuesday, 6:30.
Tuesday, 6:30. Where am I next Tuesday? I don't even know what day of the week it is today, frankly. Well, I know it's
It's
Wednesday because it's
Wednesday.
Wellbeing Wednesday. Otherwise, I
Wellbeing
wouldn't have a clue.
Wednesday.
Yes, I should be good for that, 6:30. Yep.
And then if not, on the Saturday at 9:30.
This Saturday or the one following?
The one following, the
Oh,
31st.
perfect.
So people have got time to get their Instepp.
Perfect. Yeah, Tina, Julie will ship to Switzerland, but best to drop Julie an email.
Yeah, it'll have to be
Okay.
a separate.
Yeah, just so that she
sending
can
out.
work out the postage. Do you need
Yes.
to warm up first? You know, it is a warm up in itself. So
No,
you
because-
warm up really gently first with it. You don't need a separate warm up.
No, because it's gentle and you put as much as
Yeah.
you want on. So there's
Yeah.
no back issues at all. No back.
Yeah.
And as we've said, that exercise snacking, when the adverts are on, just get up and down out of your chair.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, 3 minutes, and it's so aerobic and strengthening.
Yeah.
That's all you need. And then over a 2-hour period, you will have done 30 minutes exercise
So
without
good.
while you're sitting down.
So good. And this will make you laugh. I've even used it lying down on my bed.
Yeah.
You know, just
Yeah.
where you lie down and you put your feet in it and you're just sort of doing this
For your
and
inner
stretching
thigh.
and really
Yeah.
good for the abs, you know, doing that kind of thing.
That's right.
with your legs. It really
Oh.
pulls it all in here.
But the best one, because remember, the unique selling point of this is that you can move with it, which is the
Yeah.
double whammy.
Yeah,
of
that's why it's so
burning,
good.
Fat
Yeah.
burning. And because it sort of develops and shapes muscle, you get more of the brown sort of muscle. Every pound of muscle you have uses 50 calories. A pound of fat uses 3. So, I mean, you can't convert fat to muscle. What happens is the fat goes away.
Right, that's what you want. Fat can go away, thank you.
Fat just goes away. It doesn't go into muscle because women have got this fallacy that they're going to end up like this. And I go, no.
Yeah, all kind of beefed up. You don't want that. No, this slims you down. It's streamlining everything.
It tones and it strengthens. Yeah. But the best exercise, I think, for your stomach. Hang on,
yeah, Ruthie, I'll post this at the end of the live. Don't worry, you can catch up if you've missed the beginning.
So you're walking.
Okay, so what? I'll just show this very quickly.
So good for your lower abs.
Okay, so you're walking.
So you can either
and as you walk, as you pick it up, you're doing that. You see, you're crossing your body like that.
Keep your hands by your shoulders. And literally just lift your knees up as you're walking. And
so just do a high knee raise as you walk. So good for your abs. You don't need to do sit-ups or crunches, which I really hate. And I find they can be quite bad for your back as well. You know, you can overdo it.
And as I say, because you're having to readjust your body all the time when you're walking and doing the exercise, you're using your core all the time.
Great for balance. You know, we tend to lose balance. Practice, you know, standing on one leg is really, really good. It's a sign of, you know, well, all sorts of things, you know, mental health and, you know, strength and all of those things, to be able just to stand on one leg.
Oh, so important.
And then try shutting your eyes when you're standing on one leg. Don't do this unless you've got something near to hold on to, because you can really wobble.
Yeah. So if you're walking and lifting one leg up, that is getting your balance sorted straight away.
Fantastic. Yeah. I've seen a great message actually from an exercise instructor, Dancing Walker. She said, just ordered mine and I'm a fitness instructor. Great for travelling. Yeah, really good point.
I just want to spread the word, and I'm glad that she's taken that offer up, because I just want people to open their minds to this is different and it's simple.
And it's simple and it's effective. And I think for midlife women and beyond, particularly, because it's about muscle mass, it's about toning, slimming down, toning, strengthening, bone density. You know, it's really, really perfect. That's why I was so pleased to have come across you, and obviously, you know, to invite you on here, because I just think this is a really important, simple, inexpensive way that we can all get that bit fitter and stronger. And that, you know, as we say, we've only got one place to live, and that's our bodies.
Yeah.
That's the only place we have to live. So we need to really, really look after it and treasure it and protect it. But I know it's hard. You know, modern life is tricky, and we're busy, and there are lots of distractions. We may have other health issues and all of those things. But if we can find something that really works, that's safe and easy, then it's
something that is part, as you say, part of you, and it's not a chore.
Yeah.
We've all been there. You know, everybody wants a quick fix.
Yeah.
But it's not sustainable.
No, that's true.
We're human beings. You know, we're fallible.
Well, I'm hoping to be heading off to see the Italian side of my family next month, and this is definitely going with me.
I've got a few people in Italy. I've got one from friends that have taken
really
to their family. Yes, so
fantastic.
Yeah, just pack them away. But it's just about not being hard on yourself. Yeah. Just go out and just get, you know, out there and just breathe in that fresh air.
Completely.
You know, this has developed over 45 years. I've done everything. I've embraced every trend, fad, innovative idea.
You were probably doing step classes and all sorts, were you, back in the day?
Fonda, you know.
Jane Fonda.
I feel this is like a Jane Fonda come resistance training, and that is fantastic. It is so fun. And that's the other thing, fun. Yeah. It makes you smile, which is good for the old wrinkles, doesn't it? You know,
it is. You've got to smile. You know, they say that even if you don't feel like smiling, if you're feeling really down, just the act of putting your mouth into a smile shape releases endorphins and happy chemicals in the brain. So even if life has really chucked something rotten at you today and you just don't feel like it, just make
dance in your kitchen,
smile.
as they say, isn't it? Dance in your kitchen. I put Jack Savaretti on and I'm off dancing in my kitchen, and it's wonderful. I love it. I just
Oh, well, thank you, Julie. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for making it available specially, and we're super pleased. And thank you so much for doing these amazing classes too. And I so look forward to seeing all the newbies next week online. So if you've ordered, then Julie will send you an email link to join the class either on Tuesday evening or the following Saturday morning, or both.
And yes, it will go out, for each one.
Fantastic.
So it's brilliant, yes.
Fantastic. Well, bless you. Thank you for being with us. Enjoy the fresh sea air. I'm missing it already. I'm going to go out for a walk in the park, I think, a bit later and try and make up for it. Maybe walk along the river, because that's still very reviving.
Yes, that's lovely as well.
Yes, you can order from Portugal, Denise, in capital letters. You weren't paying attention. You just have to email Julie and she'll sort it out. But be quick, because they're going really quickly. I don't want you to be disappointed. Go to Instepp, okay? Instepp. Is it instepp.com or instepp.co.uk?
It's instepp.co.uk.
Yeah, instepp.co.uk. Order Liz Loves, all in capitals. Get your discount, and Julie's people will send them off to you. Okay.
Yeah, and Instepp Fitness for all the other platforms to have.
Instepp Fitness. We can see you on Instagram. We can see you on
Facebook.
YouTube, on Facebook as well. Brilliant. There you are, guys. Go to Instepp Fitness. Thank you, my lovely. It's lovely to chat. I'll see you on Tuesday, if not before.
See you Tuesday.
Take care. Bye. Bye. Thank you. You've got to click off me, by the way, and leave me.
Okay.
Otherwise. Yeah, okay, so that's a great idea. So Sarah there is saying leg warmers. I don't think we need leg warmers next week. Leotards, thong leotards, with a nice thick pair of leotard footless tights underneath. Oh my goodness. Do you know, I was clearing out, because I'm having to move house shortly, and I was clearing out some of my cupboards, and I came across some of my 80s fitness gear. And I do have this all-in-one kind of like unitard thing that comes down to the knees, and it's like kind of like a backless leotard. So yeah, maybe. No, don't even go there. No, seriously. I am not wearing it, okay? Yeah, stop it. No, it's not going to happen. Well, maybe the evening one. I might have had a glass of wine by then. You never know. Anyway, it was just so great to chat to Julie again. It really was. She is an inspiration, and I do have things on the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel if you want to look up fitness things that I've done with Julie. Really fun. So before I go, a couple of other fitness things, because I did promise us a Wellbeing Wednesday talking about fitness and staying strong. So strong nutrients, strong by name, strong by nature. This time last week we were talking to Zana, weren't we? The amazing Zana Morris. Hey Zana, I heart you. So we are, she does have very soon, she will have the Amino Slim back in. She's got the powder, I think, but not the capsules. So I'm taking this every morning before I do my exercise. So if you have been tempted to do a little bit of exercise, then this is what you need to have first of all. So she has got those. The creatine as well. As I said, I'll mention that on my Friday 5 podcast, because that's really interesting studies new in on creatine and muscle mass. So I think, let's make the most of it these next few months where we've got some sunshine and we've got some freedom and we can be active. Let's please make the most of it and just make every one of those moments really count. Strong nutrients also have magnesium. This is the one that I take, Magnesium Rocks. I'm only mentioning it because they're really good value at the moment, because we do have a discount. So we have an affiliate discount of 15%, Liz Loves, all in capitals, as usual, on everything, and that's at Strong Nutrients. And the other thing, I made myself a shake this morning before I left the seaside to come to London, and, just reach across, I used this one. So this was the Strong Vanilla Powder. It's unsweetened vanilla protein. It just contains It is the calcium caseinate, and Zana told us all about casein and why it's such an amazing protein to have, with a bit of magnesium and just some natural vanilla flavouring. That is it. It's really good. So I have added that to my shake recipe. If you want my green shake recipe, you'll find it on lizearlewellbeing.com. I use kefir, obviously. I use a bit of turmeric. Really good. Really sets me up for the day. I give it to my kids. You know, I give it to them in the morning because I know that they go off and eat all kinds of rubbish potentially for the rest of the day. But if you've got that kind of baseline of nutrition, then I'm not too concerned. Still concerned, obviously, a bit, but not massively. Have I lost my lockdown weight now? How very rude. You are very rude. What lockdown weight? Yes, but I have actually, so there we are. Okay, so a couple of questions. Okay, so doing squats. If you've got lower back pain with arthritis, yeah, be really careful. I think just don't go very far down, just start really gently. So you're just like doing a knee bend, you know, but I'm not an exercise instructor, so I think you need proper guidance from somebody qualified. Ask Julie. I'm sure you could DM Julie, you know, direct message her. I'm sure she'd be great. Where are we? So, oh my goodness, yeah, quick reminder, watercress. So segue, well, it's kind of green, isn't it? Talking about green shakes. Watercress company, lots of you loving that amazing watercress offer. And they have a 20% offer off with Liz Loves. You can get that delivered to you. They do it like a subscription box. I love it. So if you're thinking of having lots of really delicious watercress salads, and if you remember my live with them when we talked about the science behind it, then it is really good to have this is a tongue twister. Watercress raw, okay? Eat your watercress raw. Thank you very much, lady, for putting the link on Facebook there. So they are Watercress Company. Let me just see if I can find their... I haven't got details of their website on here. But if you go to Liz Loves on the Liz Earle Wellbeing website, that's up until the end of July. Also, last chance with Haskapa. I know lots of you love Haskapa, that amazing antioxidant-rich berry. Again, really good in smoothies. You don't even have to make a complicated smoothie. You could just have a bit of milk, a bit of kefir, teaspoonful of Haskapa powder, and you've just turned it into a really delicious berry-rich drink with the astaxanthin and the anthocyanins. So good for skin as we age. Really, really good. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Thank you. Very, very nice of you to have nice comments. Oh, okay, Stone Rose, I'll let you off. You weren't being rude. You're just saying that I mentioned it before. Yes. I thought I'd stood up and you could see my muffin top. I've got to work on that for the summer. Getting a little bit worried about going off to Italy because, of course, it is the land of the carb, isn't it? It's the pasta, the pizza, the risotto, the gelati, the ice creams. Anyway, everything in balance, I say. Everything in balance. That's so nice. Charlene on YouTube. Hi, you say, hi Liz, thank you for all the time and effort that goes into this beautifully holistic and soulful channel. Thank you, what lovely words. How do I get the magazine, please? Many thanks in advance from Charlene. Well, I actually saw a comment on Instagram earlier and I didn't pick it up because I was too busy nattering with Julie. But yes, the magazine has come out of retail. So if you've been used to picking it up in, Sainsbury's or Waitrose or wherever, Marks and Spencer's, it was all over the place, WH Smith's. If you like your current issue, me in a swimsuit, don't look too hard, then you have to subscribe. Okay, but we've got great offers on at the moment. There has never been a better time to subscribe because you can either subscribe and get 2 free issues and you get free P&P in the UK. We can send it all over the world, by the way, but you just have to pay that little bit extra for the P&P. The same as with Julie with the Instepp. Or you can get a free BFF, this lovely balm from Dr. Lip, one of my favourite British beauty brands. Tiny bit goes such a long way. I use it as lip balm. I use it on my hands and feet overnight. Great for sunburnt skin too, if you just caught your shoulders, mentioning no names. Really, really good. Really lovely thing to have. Normally £18 and that's a freebie. So if you need to subscribe to get the magazine for yourself or you want to treat a friend, you could keep the gift, couldn't you, and treat a friend, whatever, then just go to lizearlewellbeing.com and you can subscribe. You can also subscribe to Readly. Readly is the digital platform. So if you want like all these back issues. I'm sitting in my studio, so I've got all my back issues behind me. You can just take them away on holiday and read them at your leisure, or have them online as an app. They are also very good. Something I'm going to be doing before I head off is signing lots more of my yearbooks, because these have been really popular. This is my yearbook 2. If you'd like a signed copy, then do please just click on the order page on Earle Wellbeing. I sign them all. Except big apologies to Kelly if you're watching. Kelly, you got sent one that I didn't sign. Apologies, I've got it here in the studios. It will be going out with a signature, especially from me for you very soon. In fact, that'll go in the post today. But we don't have that many left of the yearbook 2s. It's the only book that I've got now. Yearbook 1 sold out ages ago. But if you would like it, then please make sure that you grab it. I was hoping, as I said, to have them as kind of Christmas specials, but I don't think they're going to last that long. Anyway, magazine subscription questions, Barbie, you are going to have to direct those to Warner's. Sandra, so Warner's are the subscription company, so all the queries about subscriptions and gifts and things, if you ask them, because they are the experts and they're a really good company. We had a really rubbish company before and we sacked them because we didn't like them, but Warner's are great, and you have real people answering the phone, and they are really good either on the phone or online or email. So big thank you to Warner's for looking after my magazine customers so well. Sandra says, I've had subscriptions sent to the Americas since the beginning. That's really good. Devon Creator, she's gone off to have a leg wax. Okay, well, I'll see you all next time. You won't see us on Friday, Devon, because I'm not doing a live on Friday. The next live will be Monday here on the Earle Wellbeing YouTube channel. Hey, there we go. Oh, lots of lovely comments. Will yearbook 2 be going on really like yearbook 1? Yeah, potentially. Potentially it will. That's a really good question, actually. I will ask Amy, who is my digital editor. Sandra says Warner's is great. That's lovely to hear. Lorraine says, yes, they emailed me back really quickly. Excellent. Good to hear that you've had good customer service. Please let me know, because as you know, I'm very hot on that. It's one of the key things that I like to get right. So if you ever have any issues, do please leave a message in the comment section on Instagram or the comment section on Facebook. That is it for today. Make sure that you're subscribed to the free weekly newsletter that will be coming out at tea time on Friday. Check your junk mail if you don't receive it. Lots of good things going into that this week. There'll also be the Friday 5, which will be coming across the podcast airwaves on Friday as well, and there is something new and exciting going up onto the Earle Wellbeing channel on YouTube tomorrow, Thursday, if you're listening or watching in real time. So thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much for kind words. Yeah, thank you. I shall fill everybody in with more news next week. Take care. Have a really great rest of the week. Sending lots of love. Bye-bye.